Hello everybody, welcome back to another movie reaction. We got another special one here. Today we're going to be watching for the very first time 1917. Now, a lot of you, just like previously, I was going to actually watch this in theaters over in California. But right when I was about to, I was about to go with my homie Jake. You might have known him from previous videos. That's when the whole pandemic thing started happening, and it kind of just ruined the whole me going to an actual cinema and watching 1917. So that's kind of just basically what happened. So I'd never really gotten around to seeing it, and yeah, I'm just really excited to dive into it on this channel. I know Roger Deakins shot this. The production designer is Dennis Gassner, who both of them worked on Blade Runner 2049, and if you don't know this already, that's one of my favorite films of all time. I absolutely love that. It's just incredible. And Dennis Gassner, I actually had the opportunity of talking with multiple times, and in previous years, and just kind of picking his brain because of just a few connections here and there. So I'm gonna do my very best as this channel grows to potentially really bring in these heavy hitters from Hollywood that I'm very grateful to have connections with. So definitely look out for that. I'm gonna do my very best to see if I can bring them in a very fun, organic, educational way. So stay tuned if that's something that you're interested in. But guys, I just wanted to give a special thank you to all of you out there who have been supporting me and who have been supporting each other, and all the messages I'm getting on and off of YouTube. It's just been so encouraging, especially now, and I'm just extremely grateful for you guys. And we reached 5K. We broke that benchmark, and I guess the next benchmark is 10K, but I just want you guys to know that I'm going to consistently, keep the same effort, and just, really want this community to grow, and understand that I don't really look at you guys as, numbers or anything like that. You guys are human beings with lives and, stories to tell, and, you want your voice to be heard, and I want to be that person to, truly hear you guys as best I possibly can, no matter how many of you are out there. So with that being said, I want to give a special thank you to all of you, but even a more special thank you to the Patreons out there who are taking that extra step forward and really helping me out. And I hope you're enjoying all the exclusive and bonus content, all the full lengths, and you're probably a couple weeks ahead, so that's great, and all that early access stuff. So I hope that you guys are enjoying that. But without further ado, let me stop talking. Let's get right into 1917. As always, everybody, keep that positivity rolling in the community as well as the comments. I love to hear your thoughts on this. So yeah, I'm excited to jump into it. This is something I really wanted to check out. So let's get right into it, y'all. Talk about starting off with Serenity. My goodness. Roger Deakins, we're going to meet someday.
Did they feed us? No, just mail.
And for all of you people out there who have a little bit of knowledge about this specific event, if it's, obviously historically accurate and all that good stuff, definitely share some information down below in the comments. I would love to learn more about what happened during this period of time and how this could have definitely influenced the film.
What you got there? Ham and bread. Where did you find that? I have my uses.
Talk about a moving painting, the first scene, we started off in the fields, and now we've entered, I guess you could say, this military camp. Again, all in one shot. I think that's the big component about this film. So it'll be interesting seeing how it's done, especially by Roger Deakins, who's great at establishing shots and especially frames. So pay attention to, what I'm going to pay attention to is how he moves the camera to establish different frames. It's not just him, just moving the camera just for the sake of moving it. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have done that.
You have a brother, a lieutenant in the 2nd Devons?
Yes, sir. Joseph Blake, is he
Alive, as far as I know.
Again, you see what I'm talking about? How Roger Deakins, it's not just moving the camera, it's positioning it in different establishing frames. You see how, again, it's one shot, but the two are kind of to the side, with the main focus being, I'm assuming, the commander right in the center.
It is a direct order to call off tomorrow morning's attack. If you don't, It will be a massacre. We will lose 2 battalions. 1,600 men, your brother among them.
Wow. Okay. All right. So we just got our, what I'm assuming, our plot point here. You know, it's interesting because maybe I'm wondering if they decided to do the long take because of just like the journey of delivering this passage, this message. That's a lot of weight to be carrying, literally. 'Cause if they don't make it, like he said, it's gonna be a massacre. Maybe it's just, maybe they chose the one take to make the journey a little bit more realistic. You know, that way it doesn't just cheaply showcase how much time has passed. Yeah, that was nice. That was really nice. I love how they did that. Kind of get in front of the characters now, just shifting that camera around. It must have been really interesting, the conversation between Roger Deakins and Dennis Gassner. You know, because Dennis Gassner probably mapped it out to where Roger Deakins and his crew would be able to, you know, maneuver around the set easily, without too many disruptions here and there. So set designing is a huge factor when it comes to one takes such as these. You know, just look at behind the scenes of The Raid 2, and then you kind of get more of what I'm talking about.
We'd better washing them out of this dugout with a bloody hose.
Do you know where the Yorks are?
Next bend, you'll be standing on top of half of them. Shot to hell 2 nights ago.
Whew, that's crazy. That is crazy. I'm still thinking of the first scene, too, where it's just gorgeous. Just gorgeous landscape. And then hell just right next door. Talk about polar opposites.
But chin up, there's a medal in it, for sure. Nothing like a scrap of ribbon to cheer up a widow.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there's I mean, again, like, you're dealing with people here. And I think so far this movie's doing a pretty solid job with it. You know, it's not just like, oh, yeah, you know, yes, you have orders. All right, there you go. It's like, no, like, people have been dying on this land, and then, you know, you coming through with some information saying something else. Obviously, people are going to get pissed off. Oh, man, this is crazy. You can just see how long it is. You know, visual storytelling, just showcasing how much the bodies of the horses just are decayed. They don't even have to say it. You know, you can just see it visually. It's so interesting how even in open land, the camera is still doing these dynamic shifts, movements, pans, zooms, dollies up and down. I'm pretty sure it's most likely handheld, but I'm loving, like I said, I'm loving how in every position it's trying to find the frame. Whether if it's putting the characters, you know, behind a foreground or having them be a foreground, but having something in the background. There's always new information blending in with, you know, the old information and, you know, the moving information. I think that's wonderfully done, and that was something I was really looking forward to, especially because Roger Deakins is the one doing something of this style. It's not just for the sake of like, oh, it's one take, which is cool. But with him, he can make poetry out of it. I think that's another step that's above the cut of the rest. See what I mean? Showcasing the bodies in this crater as the characters are moving, having them in the background while this is in the foreground. Poetry is visual storytelling to its finest. A little fun thing right here. This shot was probably a little bit more difficult to take because of the simple fact that you don't want to get the crew's shadows in the frame. That was a big rat. What the heck? Almost as big as New York City's. Almost. We have like master splitters.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
Oh, snap. Whoa. Oh, damn. Yo, that explosion looked crazy. He was right in the middle of that. Holy crap, man. Yo, oh my goodness. I don't even know how a homie is alive after that. Like, are you kidding me? They need to get out of there ASAP.
You keep hold of me!
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't have any time to check up on them. You just have to be like, yo, we got to get out of here. Like, there's no time for me to check up and see if you're okay. It's like, no, stand up and get your legs moving.
Careful, they may have left other traps.
That was insane. That was crazy. I was not expecting that.
And if we keep that bearing, we should make it. Come on then.
Yep, you keep going. Yeah, I really do feel like if a cut were to happen, it would kind of lessen the journey. Like, it would make it just a little bit too easy, psychologically. But I think because it's one take, you know, it already feels long. Like, you truly have been with these people for the entire way.
Wilco panics and he jumps up, and when he does, the rat bites clean through his fucking ear and runs off with it.
It's interesting because, like, I mean, dude, at the end of the day, they're like kids, you know? Like, these are just, I'm assuming, teenagers or just like young men, you know? Like, they still had a life outside of the war. And throughout this movie, we're only seeing, like, glimpses of that humanity, you know, other than, like, the objective. It really does round out their characters and make you feel a little bit more towards them because it's like, man, it sucks that they're in this situation, honestly. Especially when they're just so damn young.
Sour ones.
Why on earth would you know this?
Mum's got an orchard back home. Only a few trees.
This is such a gorgeous scene. Not even just, like, how it's shot, but also just by, like, the color grading. I really love this color grading here.
Oh no. They'll grow again when the stones rot. You'll end up with more trees than before.
Like, it's just a little bit saturated, but the colors are muted at the same time. Like, nothing is too, you know, explosive in color. So it really lets the scene speak for itself. And it's like natural beauty. I think that's really cool. I don't think I've said much about the color grading, but hopefully I did some justice with that there, because I really love it.
I'll take front, you take back.
And it's interesting how the camera's just, like, still keeping that upwards angle. And just, like, kind of me, dissecting that, what I take from that is, like, you know, their objective is just maybe still bigger than them, you know? Because usually you shoot upwards, you know, to give a sense of, you know, that your character is smaller than whatever he or she is facing. So you can give the opposing side a larger scale.
They got him.
He's gonna probably try and aim for the house where he tries to, you know, he sees, yeah? Oh! Oh, yeah, y'all better run. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow, they actually got him out. I mean, I would do the same. I mean, that's crazy. That's a terrible way to go out.
No, no, no!
Oh, no. Oh, dude, are you kidding me?
Please stop! Put me down! Put me down, you bastard! Please! Put me down!
Oh my god. Yeah, he's losing a lot of blood right now. That's crazy. You can literally see the paleness from his face.
Try to keep moving. Let's just sit. Let me sit.
We can't. We have to find the second.
Holy crap. Is he gonna die? What the heck?
Tell me you know the way.
I know the way.
Oh my goodness, man. This is crazy. I'm happy they're dedicating such a scene this amount of time because, man, this is rough. This is really terrible. And because he was trying to help the opposing side, damn, man, that's terrible. But it definitely gives some objective to this guy now. Now he's, I would say, incredibly motivated to continue the journey.
I'm sorry about your friend. May I tell you something that you probably already know? It doesn't do to dwell on it.
That's true. You have to keep moving. You can dwell afterwards, or you can dwell when you're dead. But as of right now, you have to keep moving.
What?
It's crazy. Like, I think like the long takes made you feel like it's because you were with this character. I don't know. It feels like, I feel like if this was chopped up as a regular film, his death may have not have hit harder because I don't know. I feel like I haven't have been with him throughout the journey. And really well done to the production designer Dennis for, you know, probably setting up these locations as close as they possibly could, because timing is everything, especially if you're going to do a whole movie off of it. Yeah.
We need to get some wood, put it under the wheels.
No, we haven't got the time. We all need to push. Come on. Come on!
Yep, you see?
Please! I have to go now. Please.
Yeah.
Well, come on, lads.
His reasoning now is so much more impactful now because of this. And it's going to slowly zoom in on his face, too, so you can really see it.
Back in. Get back in. Go.
Is it all right?
That's crazy. Just with that singular scene, you just, man, talk about some crazy character development just with that.
Miles back. Got him on the ropes at least.
No, we don't.
That dude has like a lot of knowledge of certain things, and I'm gonna go on a limb here and just say maybe he probably would understand a little bit about war just because of where he's from.
Think you'll be needing it. Good luck, mate. Look.
Good luck, Garth. Good luck. Don't balls it up.
I hope you get there.
Thank you.
Wow. Just the way he talked, like I feel like his lines were given with, you know, experience, you know?
I managed to get to Colonel Mackenzie. Make sure there are witnesses.
They are direct orders, sir.
I know. But some men just want the fight.
That's a very smart thing to say. Again, these are humans behind here. It's not just like some heroes. We're all capes and whatnot. There are ideologies, there are motives, there are just backgrounds. That was a very smart thing that he said right there. It just deepens that layer within the story. It gives it a lot more texture behind it. Oh my goodness, man. Like this is so crazy. I love this. I wonder if he got him on that other one. It's a damn good shot if he did. Damn, oh my God. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, like I mean, I kind of know he's not gonna die now, but like that almost took me aback because I thought that he got just shot in the head there, but he only has a concussion for the second time, so that's great. Oh yeah, also that was our like first jarring cut, by the way. I didn't even notice that. That's crazy. Man, that is beautiful. Holy yo. Oh my goodness. Also, that camera work, did you see how it just kind of went out the window? And now it's following our character? That is, man, what? I'm so excited to like see the behind the scenes for this film. This is crazy. Oh my goodness, just the way the shadows are just like fading back and forth from the flares. I mean, first off, this whole set right here is crazy. My goodness. Yeah, you would need a massive budget to do something like that. That's insane. You know, it's so interesting because I remember my conversation with Dennis, the, production designer of this film. And I remember him saying, when I was talking to him, I was like, hey, what are some interesting titles that, you are working on that is really pushing your creative ability? And he mentioned, I mean, he obviously couldn't go into details about it, but he mentioned the title of this film. And I was like, oh, that's like really interesting. Okay. And to think it would be something like this, I mean, just look at this. The combination of Sam Mendes, Dennis Gassner, and Roger Deakins is just pure art. Pure art.
Je ne sais pas.
Who is her mother?
Je ne sais pas.
Yeah, war is a terrible thing, and it's not just because of just obviously soldiers shooting at each other, men shooting at each other, but just the aftermath of it, man.
The lands where the Jumblies live, and their hands are blue. And they went to sea in the sea.
It's more like that song was meant for him rather than the child. Jeez, man. Damn it. Man, yo, they cannot be trusted at all right now. Look at his frame, though. That's crazy. I mean, just like, that is just a crazy frame. How the light's just pouring into the guy over on the right side. They're in the darkness. Oh, yeah, they're moving now. They are moving now. Whoa, look at this. Yo, this is crazy. It's like going through like a maze. Come on, you're almost out. You're almost out. Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that. I was trying to figure out where he was going to go. But nice. Okay. Wow. This is incredibly surreal right here. Oh my goodness, man. I love that the camera kind of took off from him and now it's just going into the scene, bringing us into the experience as well.
Are you all right?
Mackenzie. Where's Colonel Mackenzie?
Oh, he's down at the line.
Which way?
This way. We're headed up there now.
Oh, man. So they're already about to begin the attack then. Oh, he has to book it then.
Let me by!
This shot, man, are you kidding me? Look at this. Oh my God. It's so good.
Where is Colonel Mackenzie? Where is Mackenzie?
Oh my God, man. Yo. Oh, dude, this scene is intense right here. This scene is intense. You know, it's crazy because the camera isn't shaking. It's not like violently shaking. But because you know the impact that needs to be done, it just holds so much more weight.
Further up the line!
How far?
300 yards, he's in a cut and cover! You'll have to...
300 yards?
No! No, I can't!
You have to sprint. Unlock your inner Usain Bolt and you better run. Sprint. Oh, he's gonna go on the field. He's gonna go on the field. Is that what he's about to do? He's about to go on the field. This dude is a G.
Make it that way, man. You bloody insane.
This dude is a G. Oh no. I love how he's still on the ground. Dang, knocked the wind out of them. Oh my God. The pressure of this scene must have been immense to shoot. What a brilliant performance, man. This is, yo, I'm in absolute awe.
Calling back my men only to send them out there again tomorrow. Not when we've got the bastards on the run. This is their last stand.
The Germans planned this, sir.
Also, I did not know he was in this film. I did not know he was in this film. Okay.
Major,
Yes, sir.
stand them down.
Yeah, I mean, hey, now he's done his objective, but now he has to find, his friend's brother. See if he's even alive or not, man. This guy's been through so much. Like, what the heck?
Lieutenant Blake!
Oh, man. This scene is just brutal.
Blake! Has anyone seen Lieutenant Blake?
I mean, again, just like on a technical level, this movie is just masterful because you have to time so many different things going in and out the camera. I mean, behind this camera operator, it might be 2, 3, 4, 5 people. So having all of this happen and then doing it in a way where it's still telling a poetic story with the camera is just planning to the max.
He saved my life.
Oh, I'm glad you were with him.
Man, this hurts. This hurts because I have a younger brother as well, and I can't imagine how that must feel. I mean, guys, you already know I preach the importance of storytelling, no matter what it is, whether if it's on, whether if it's from the big screen all the way down to a campfire or at the dinner table, the importance of storytelling needs to be shared. And I think the moment when you hold yourself back from telling your story or telling someone else's story, I think you're really doing the injustice of really putting perspective on other people, sharing something, sharing emotion. So, I mean, if there's anything that I can preach is just to tell your story or to tell others' story. You don't need the biggest camera. You don't need a 200-man team. You just need the will to do it. There's millions of ways to tell a story. Choose yours. Just as long as you do that, as long as you take that opportunity, I think, you're doing a good job as a human. Wow. And that's 1917, everybody. All right, everybody, we are back from watching 1917, and I'm going to break this down into 2 segments. I'm going to have just kind of me being as an audience member and how I felt about it, and then me being like a filmmaker and give more of like a technical analysis about it. So me as an audience member, this movie really was poetry to me. And I think it knew what it was, and it did a great job doing it. Whereas I think if this was given to someone else, it probably would have lost that structure of, at the end of the day, the core of this movie is to bring whatever it is from A all the way down to letter Z. And that journey is going to build the message. That journey is going to showcase the theme rather than, forcing a theme in there. And I think that's the beautiful thing about the one, the one shot sequence movement. It tells the theme almost like a moving picture. It's going to hit you differently. You might not pick up on the themes the same time as maybe the person sitting next to you. However, the themes are there, and they're going to be there for when you're ready for them. And that's kind of like what I experienced this as an audience member. And the importance, the importance of storytelling, as I said, previously, like that is was shown to me. Tell your story, and it's just one of those things. Like I have so many thoughts in my mind that I can barely bring myself to a finite conclusion. But to conclude on the audience sort of analysis, I love this film. I absolutely loved how gorgeous it was. I mean, obviously, I hold Roger Deakins as being, one of my favorite cinematographers, but not just that. I think he's one of my favorite artists as well. Just the way he's able to tell a story no matter where he positions his camera, I think it's such a powerful thing. And Dennis Gassner, I can't wait to pick his brain about this, and hopefully again bring him onto the channel. But I mean, he's one of the people, when I met him, I knew he wasn't just super analytical. I knew he was more about emotion, and that he saw his art form as a way of almost like a symphony of displaying emotion, rather than I've built this because of the technical level. He looks at things from a very emotionally artistic level, and it was shown beautifully throughout his set designs in his film. So from a filmmaking perspective, I almost kind of blended in a little bit towards that. I absolutely love what they did with the one-shot sequences. I personally thought that it was really well served in this film. And I think it was only because of just how Roger Deakins moved the camera. I think if anyone else had their own hands on the camera, not to say that it would have been worse or anything like that, but I feel like poetry in motion is something Roger Deakins is a master at. I mean, he's been doing this for years. He's a legend in the game, and I think this just goes to show that he's able to adapt to many camera movements and still keep that strong sense of poetry within the frame. I love that aspect. I love the actors' performances in this. I mean, I was completely thrown off guard by the death of the lieutenant's, the colonel's friend, and I just was like, wow, it's just crazy. I was not expecting that, but when it hit, it really did. And just having the rest of that journey being portrayed through that one-shot sequence movement, you can slowly see his motivation, his eagerness, his willpower to survive, strengthening throughout the journey, no matter how tough it got. And I absolutely loved how it was portrayed in a filmmaking aspect. I mean, just the choreography of everything, especially that last scene. That last scene was God tier. Just the amount of timing with the amount of people and the amount of explosions. I mean, my goodness. That right there, I can't imagine the stress it must have been to be on set there. Everyone had to be at 100%, and they knocked it out the park. I absolutely felt that. So I love this film. This is fantastic. I'm pretty sure I probably would have really loved it in theaters if I had went to seeing it, but I'm happy I'm able to share this moment with you guys, and hopefully share some knowledge, and you guys can share your knowledge with me. I think that's the beautiful thing about this community. So with that being said, guys, I just want to leave off by saying thank you again for my Patreon people out there. I hope you guys enjoy the full length version. There's a lot that I have to say about this film, so get ready for that. And like always, guys, stay hydrated, stay healthy, because we are just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time.